Hi folks, welcome to the channel. This is Southend Guy Paranormal in its current form. I'm Adam, welcome. If you're new to the channel, it would be great if you could subscribe, give us a like, make a comment if you want to, of any description. And if you want to support me in any way, I have Patreon and PayPal in my main page. So what's been going on with me? It's been quite a busy week since last Monday. Starting with, I suppose I'll get the vehicle bit out the way first. My Triumph is back with Alistair. Get some warranty work done because unfortunately, as I think I might have pointed out in the past, I had that work was done last year. Unfortunately, the head gasket's leaking, so that's had to go back to be sorted out. Whilst Alistair had the bike, I've had my seat recovered. I don't know how well you can see this. I'm doing a Jeff Buys Cars in the car at the moment, but yeah, I've just had this seat recovered. Look at that lovely Triumph emblem on there. It's had a gel insert put in. So that's ready to go, because I don't know if you remember, he did have a rip forming. I mean, that's 10 years I've had my backside on the bike, so that's partly caused that. But also when the garage door collapsed, it dug right into the seat and put a couple of further rips in it. It was just horrible to look at. But yeah, I've had it recovered. 60 quid labour, that's not including the cover and the gel insert. The cover and the gel bit was another 70 quid, so 130 quid. Which is still probably cheaper than sourcing one out second hand. So that's pretty good, and it's modified. It'll be more comfortable. That's the plan anyway. So that's the Triumph. Honda, as you know, it's been the subject of some attempted thefts. The last one was attempt number 3, and whilst they didn't touch the ignition this time, the funny thing is they probably think there's a tracker on it, because I knew where to find it. So yes, there is a tracker on it. But anyway, that's that. When they took the bike out of the way, I was home when this happened. I can't remember if I've said this before. I was home when on the third theft. Ironically, I just repaired a handguard that had a broken bracket from where an EV tried to turn on me, and I couldn't avoid him at glancing, but it cracked the bracket. Anyway, I changed this bracket. It was a Friday afternoon about 2 o'clock. I didn't really bother putting the bike away because it's going to go out shortly on it. All my luggage is ready to go for my Friday night work. I went to have a bath. I then looked out the bathroom window, which faces my garage, and I happened to notice the bike wasn't there. So of course I'm frantically chucking on clothes, and as I said, I knew where to find it. Anyway, got it back, went to work on it. As I was going to work, I noticed the screen was odd. It was sort of not sitting right. And when I got to my job in Putney, I had a look, and yeah, sure enough, it looked like they'd hit something. I'm guessing the lamppost outside my place, or a telegraph pole, perhaps. But anyway, yeah, there was a scuff. There was a scuff mark on the screen, and the frame had sort of bent. And it's also got an aftermarket camel brace, partly to keep the to brace the original frame, because it's not the sturdiest of things. But the main thing with the camel brace is so you can mount your phone, sat nav, or whatever on there. So yes, they did cause me some damage, and it was too much for the frame to be bent out. So I spoke to Al about it and said, can that be bent out? And he went, no, it's too far gone. So I've had to spend 180 quid on a new frame, or it was a second-hand new frame. That in itself is another story, and I'll discuss things like on the other channel when I get going. So anyway, I've got this frame. Now I could replace it myself. I've already had the front end apart from the last fun and games of the attempted theft. However, being a busy sod, I thought it was going to take ages, and I'd really like the bike fixed as soon as possible. So what I've done is I've dropped it into Pass Bike up in Rochford, the new home of John Parker Motorcycles. I've used them a couple of times before. They're pretty good. I've got to give them that, because I'm very wary of giving my stuff to people I'm not too familiar with. Steve, I know, but to me is a new place. Everything I've had done has pretty much gone to Alistair, or what was Eastern Cruisers, but Biff and mine have long gone. Anyway, so the bike's gone into Pass Bike to do that repair, and I've just said to them, whilst you've got that frame off, where the ignition was cut, can you fix that properly? And also, I bought an Android Auto motorcycle unit as well, which will bolt onto the frame. And that actually unclips the frame bit. It's permanent. You just unclip the Android Auto, kind of like we do with TomTom motorcycle gear. Anyway, so yeah, Triumph Honda. What's going on with the cars quickly? Convertible's going great. No problems there since everything was done to it last year. That's all good. My blue Sub 95 Estate, I'm currently working on. It's not my neighbour. That went into the Davisov Specialist. You're changing the gearbox and doing some subframe brushes and other bits and pieces. I'm currently sitting my silver one. The original plan was I bought this silver one, sell the blue one. However, I have since found out that these Sub 95s, the 2.2 diesel variant, there's only 13 left. And of that 13, 10 are on the road. Obviously, the silver one is being one of those 10. So it kind of altered my perceptions a bit. And I've had my blue one nearly 6 years. So instead of selling it, I've decided to get it repaired. I just looked at it and thought, I can't get rid of it. So this is very much a heart overhead decision to get that sorted out, because obviously gearbox ain't going to be cheap. But so that's what's going on. But what I will do once the blue one's back, I'm going to put the silver one up for sale. So if anyone wants an unusual variant, or shall we say, or a rare variant, but is a daily driver, it's very, very comfortable, a lot of load space, towing it, all sorts. These are great cars. It has got a couple of issues, but as I say, when I put this one up for sale, it'll be listed in its entirety and what needs done. So that's the cars. Yeah, the two. The boats, they're good. I've just spent last couple of days with my older boat fixing some bits that have come unstuck, so they've been re-glued. The transom holder thing, there's a little rubber ring like that with a hole in it, and the transom sort of hooks into it. Well, I've repaired that. Also, there's a couple of patches that need to be changed. I've done them. I've stuck down one of the toggle things. So I've just done some little repair jobs on my existing Avon Redcrest. The new one, the Avon Rover, that's all ready to go. So is the 9.9 horsepower engine, and that's Mariner, which is Yamaha. So it's all been busy, but everything is, at the moment, it feels like it's a tying off of loose ends. It's been a little bit frustrating because it feels like I've had a deja vu from last year, because I was going through similar sort of things then. But one or the other tying them off. And I had one or two personal issues over last week as well. Don't really want to speak too much, but one of them was your Mother's Day Sunday. Now, my mum's been gone nearly 4 years, but this is the first year without my stepdad as well. And I don't know how to explain this, but obviously, losing mum was mess, especially the way that we lost mum. was especially hard. But whilst my stepdad was there, it was still like there was a piece of mum still here. Now that my stepdad's passed, that's gone. So this year is going to be a year of firsts, that being one of them. So all I could do was light a candle and, you know, someone my lover and all that. You know, I don't really want to. I don't know what else to do, but yeah. So last week, you know, on a personal emotional level, so something else was going on, and yeah, it didn't help either. So yeah, that's where we're at now. Channel content. I've got my last bit of Ghost Hunter tours from last year will be going up. I'll put it in 2 parts, but that will be the Hastings Smugglers Caves, which were a great visit. That'll be the next 2 bits of content. Then that should be sort of everything from last year. I finally caught up with it. It's taken me a lot longer than I expected or hoped for, but these things happen with the best intentions. And then I will be able to work on the new stuff, because yes, we did go back to Rettendon, and I've got that to upload or edit first, and I'll need to get some extra footage from someone else about that, but that'll all come good. So yeah, that's so content wise, you get the first part of Hastings Smugglers Cave. That will be this Wednesday, and then the second part will be the following week. So there may be a little break. I don't know yet. Depends how quick I can get around to doing the other bits, because so far this year we've been to Harwich. I've been to Harwich Fault, and I did a bit of a live stream there along with Paranormal Essex, and then recorded the rest of it. So I've still yet to edit that. And as I say, we've been to Rettendon. Weather's been against us quite a bit. You lot know as well as I do how much it's been peeing down with rain incessantly since January. So it's been a hard job to even get out to do things. But I've had 1 or 2 bits of good news with some stuff in Castle Point. I've got something that I'm chasing up in Shoebury. And might be 1 or 2 other things as well, but it's all up in the air. Again, more loose ends. So there we are. Regarding the next live vlog, I will keep you posted. I want to try and do it either next week or the week after, but I will keep you informed on that. And yeah, hopefully it'll be a good one as well, because Paul Gloria, Rudy and myself have, you know, lots to discuss, as we usually do. So yeah, we'll look forward to that. Anyway, I'm waffled on for nearly 15 minutes, so I'm going to leave it there. I'm just off up to workshop, drop the seat off, see how the tram's getting on, and yeah, hopefully it'll be some good news, even not necessarily prompt news, anything like that. Anyway, thanks once again. God bless you all. Love and light to all of you, and thanks for sticking with us. Take care now. Bye bye.